So, ma'am, what do you think? What are those exact competencies that placement companies do look for when they hire a new fresher or any graduate?
See, things have changed a lot since inception of management education. So when we talk about present times, the companies want budding managers who are industry ready and employable. So the focus is not on just knowledge part.
So, what do you suggest? Or rather, what do you advise to those students that what should be their ideal mindset when they're appearing for any placement drive?
So the most important thing is that
Companies asking for earlier experiences and that too a fresher. So,
Yes.
fresher के पास कैसे experience हो सकता है? Hello everyone. So today I have Manisha Seth ma'am with me, and she holds around 26 years of experience, and she's been with Jaipuria for more than 20 years, right ma'am? And she's into HR domain specifically, and she has guided a lot of students, and I'm also one of them. So today we are going to have a little chit chat with ma'am. So welcome again ma'am.
Thank you so much for giving this opportunity and letting me share my understanding, knowledge about management education.
So, ma'am, what do you think? What are those exact competencies that placement companies do look for when they hire a new fresher or any graduate?
See, things have changed a lot since inception of management education. So when we talk about present times, the companies want budding managers who are industry ready
Okay.
and employable. So the focus is not on just knowledge part. Rather, as we use a short term called CASH.
Okay.
So CASH is an acronym
Uh-huh.
which specifies knowledge, attitude, skills, and habits. So
Okay.
it has to be a complete basket of all four things. So only having knowledge would not suffice. If you are having the right behavior, attitude, but then you lack the skills which are required, then obviously you are more employable. So having a combination of all four are important. Coming to the competencies part, we often talk about the competencies which are behavioral competencies, which are important, that having self-motivated individual,
Right.
having positive attitude,
Mhm.
having good communication skills,
Right.
interpersonal and in networking skills.
Mhm.
These are some behavioral competencies which are extremely important for management these students.
Okay.
And when we talk about technical competencies and functional competencies, that are equally important. So if you are specializing in a domain like human resource management, you need to have proper technical competencies as well, as in that what is end-to-end talent acquisition process.
Okay.
So you should be knowing each and every step. Do you know how to do Boolean search using LinkedIn?
Oh.
And do you know what are the various methods of sourcing? So when we talk about subject like performance management, can you really draft entire process of performance management system?
Okay.
What are the best methods of performance management available, and which one you are going to use, keeping in mind the type of company, the type of industry, the business the company is having, the type of people it has,
Great.
the roles and the responsibilities. So both, what I mean to say, it has to be a judicious combination of technical competencies, behavioral and functional competencies.
Great, ma'am. I guess that completely, very clearly defines what, what are the competencies required in the market. So, ma'am, I've been meeting a lot of students these days, and I find them, they get saddened when they don't get placed. So, what do you suggest, or rather, what do you advise to those students that what should be their ideal mindset when they're appearing for any placement drive?
See, mindset is something which is really, really important. So if you are confident, if you are well prepared for the process of the company, obviously your performance would also be up to the mark. So the most important thing is that when these students are preparing and appearing for the process of the company, one, that they should be having detailed understanding about the company.
Mhm.
So we often suggest them that they need to go through the website of the company,
Mhm.
read about the vision, mission, core values of the organization. They should be well versed with that.
Mhm.
And also the technical domain in which they are specializing. So if they are specializing in marketing, they should have in-depth understanding of cash, as we talked about it earlier also.
Yes.
Say they must be having a detailed understanding about different frameworks,
Mhm.
the concepts that they have studied as a part of their different courses.
Okay.
So that in their answer, they must be able to talk like a management student. They
Right.
should not speak like a layman.
Right.
Rather, they should use those terminologies often used in
The domain.
their domain
Right.
specific knowledge. So
Right.
that is extremely important. And needless to say that having that positive mindset, preparing well about who I am
Mhm.
and why I want to pursue career in management, and why I want to join this particular company.
Mhm.
That's the opening question in most of the processes. So they should be well prepared about it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. So, ma'am, I've been seeing lately companies asking for earlier experiences, and that too a fresher. So,
Yes.
fresher के पास कैसे experience हो सकता है? So, when we talked around a little more, we realized कि okay, internships could be there. So, how do you
Yeah.
think that internship can, play a role in terms of their placement? What's your take on that, ma'am?
Yes, a lot. And of late in management education, we have been emphasizing a lot on internship, not just summer internship, but we have come up with different other kind of internship also in the curriculum.
Mhm.
For example, we have social outreach program,
Okay.
where a rural outreach program.
Mhm.
So students need to know that, also work in the rural background, understand the challenges the
Okay.
people there are facing,
Mhm.
and how they can help in
Oh.
resolving those kind of challenges and issues.
Mhm.
Secondly, we also have included field immersion program.
Mhm.
So field immersion program is the latest addition in the curriculum here at Jaipuria, and fortunately, I was the one who was given this responsibility to initiate
Oh.
this.
Okay.
So we had a tie-up with the locally based companies, including the startups,
Okay.
and around 25, 26 companies we had a tie-up.
Mhm.
And the students, every student
Mhm.
was supposed to visit one particular company where we tried to match their interest and the
Companies domain.
domain.
Mhm.
And then a full week they were supposed to spend.
Okay.
So
Nice.
they were not having any classes here for the entire week. Rather,
Uh-huh.
they were reporting in those organizations
Mhm.
and learning how things function in different departments. So
Great.
there are various processes which were there,
Mhm.
and whatever observations they had. So it's not just learning for them.
Mhm.
They also tried to apply their learning, classroom learnings,
Oh.
in the actual business scenario by helping them, or maybe creating something for them. For
Okay.
example, certain students, for small stores, they created these, like for Organic India, and
Mhm.
certain other stores, they created a digital marketing kind of platform
Oh, that's nice.
for them.
Okay.
So these are various things, and apart from that, there are a number of live projects also which come up, and keeping in mind the requirement of the company,
Mhm.
we do send our students for these live projects,
Okay.
which may be coming in form of we call OJT,
Okay.
on the job
Training. Yes.
So in Lulu Mall and Big
Mhm.
Bazaar, earlier on Big Bazaar, and now Lulu Mall, there are like students,
Lot
they
of
are going
activities.
and they are learning, and actually they are learning by doing.
Oh, great. So, all in all, what I can understand, ma'am, sorry to intervene here. I mean, I
Yeah.
understand that the internship plays a vital role, right, ma'am?
In bridging that gap between the classroom learning and the actual industry practical application. So
Oh.
it tries to bridge the gap, and as we talk about from campus to corporate,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
that has become a mandatory part of management education now,
Right.
where a
right.
student can hone their skills
Right,
rather
ma'am.
than just simply knowledge part of it.
Absolutely, ma'am. So, ma'am, for a fresher, when they land their first job, so, I just want a tip, or rather, my viewers want a tip. What should be the ideal approach to put up a very good impression?
Yes, this I often tell to my students also when they are ready to join the corporate world, that always remember 4 C's, which
Okay.
are commitment,
Okay, ma'am.
consistency,
Mhm.
then competence,
Mhm.
and then your communication. So
Okay.
these are the 4 C's which are very important when it comes to consistency.
Mhm.
It simply means that being punctual,
Okay.
being on time,
Mhm.
whatever work is being given to you,
Mhm.
you must try to complete and submit that in time.
Mhm.
And then your competence simply means that the technical skills, the
Mhm.
domain specific knowledge, skills
Right.
that you have learned,
Mhm.
you should revise them
Mhm.
and you should be ready to use them. The
Okay.
frameworks, the models that
Okay.
you have studied, you
Okay.
should be ready to use them. So
Okay.
that is very important. Coming to the commitment, it's
Mhm.
basically talking about, again, very behavioral qualities like being self-motivated.
Mhm.
If you have been given certain responsibility,
Mhm.
then you must deliver it in
Okay.
time. So
Deadlines.
these
Yeah.
commitment related qualities also matter, and communication is the key, as we know that many times this generation Z,
Mhm.
they are often hesitant to speak and approach people.
Right.
So
Right.
communication is really important, that build your network,
Mhm.
hold that positive relationship with
Mhm.
around your people.
Mhm.
And there is so much that you can learn, not only from your bosses, your reporting manager, but also who are working under you. Many
Right.
times you can learn a lot. So
Right.
be ready and be open to learn a lot of things,
Mhm.
because a life is an experience and there are so many things that you can learn.
Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely correct. So, ma'am, since you come up with a, 2 or almost 3 decades of experience into HR, so now for my specifically those people who are preparing for HR domain, so what should be an ideal approach so that your resume fits out? I mean, it should stand out for the employer. What should be ideal tip for them, ma'am?
Yeah, that's my ideal tip to HR, budding HR manager, HR enthusiast. I often tell them that your CV is your entry point in an organization. So it should be customized and it should be focused on your USP. What unique selling proposition you have, and
Okay.
how you can stand out, what you have done which others have not done. So 2 3 things which are important, that apart from highlighting your career objective,
Mhm.
it should be written properly and it should be customized as per your HR passion and your skills in HR area.
Mhm.
Secondly, you should mention in detail about the academic project that you have done as a part of elective courses in HR,
Okay.
and how they have helped you hone certain competencies and skill which are really important for HR domain. Secondly, you must also focus on the certifications,
Mhm.
the MOOC courses, online courses that you
Mhm.
have done in the domain of HR. For
Okay.
example, if you have done certain course in HR analytics,
Mhm.
if you have done certain course in labor laws,
Okay.
in addition to the elective courses that you are studying as a part of your curriculum,
Right.
you must highlight that.
Okay.
And also, the very important, third most important thing is that often we do not know how to showcase our interest and hobbies area,
Mhm.
the extracurricular activities.
Okay.
So you must focus on that and how it has helped you imbibe certain management skill.
Okay.
So connecting your hobbies and interest and extracurricular activities, certain management related skills and competencies that
Mhm.
you have learned.
Mhm.
So that is also very important.
Important.
And little bit changes you need to do, keeping in mind the requirement of the company. So you
Okay.
need to customize your CV many a times after going through the kind of business the company is having, their vision, mission, goal,
Right.
and accordingly customize your resume.
So, ma'am, again, thank you so much for giving us this precious time. And for any students or any of our viewers who want to reach out to you, so can you just let us know where they should head to?
Yeah, it was really nice because this is my passion, that a faculty member is actually there because of their students. So it's my pleasure and I really want to guide all the students. So if students want to reach out to me, they can find me on LinkedIn, the name of Dr. Manisha Seth, or on Instagram also I am present.
Okay.
So it would be really my pleasure to guide the students in their career journey.
So, guys, just stay tuned. We have lot more coming into the channel. So, thank you so much for watching this video.
Thank you.